I've been busy at work myself. It's been a typical Monday, and I found out that someone has just gone out on maternity leave, which means my desk is going to get a little busier now because two people that are normally there, one's on maternity leave, the other is on jury duty. Audio or video is not available. Reconnect. Let's see what's going on. Can anyone see me or hear me? What's going on? Can you hear me? Hopefully you can hear me. There seems to be a connection problem of some type. Oh, jury. Okay, you did hear about jury duty, Mike. Okay, great. Okay, good. Okay, for some reason there's a connection problem with YouTube. I'm not sure what's going on. Okay, good. This is our dreams. Pam, thank you so much. Okay, that's good. And Lena, paper, scissors, and vacations. Oh my. Okay, you cannot see me, Keystone. Okay. Something wrong with the YouTube servers, I guess, is going on. Let me go ahead and get started on this then. As long as you can hear me, I hope that's good enough because I don't have any pictures. It's just me talking to the camera, so it's more like a podcast kind of thing. Okay, good. October 14th, 2019. This is your Daily Dose of Disney. On this day in 1926, someone by the name of Alan Alexander. Let's see, I can't like any videos. It keeps removing my likes. Oh, that's weird. So I guess there's something wrong. Some kind of a connection problem with YouTube tonight. I hope that clears up. So someone by the name of Alexander Milne did something on this day. You may know him as A.A. Milne. He published Winnie the Pooh. It was published on this day in 1926. And the book, of course, the book focuses on Pooh and his friends Piglet, Eeyore, Owl, and Rabbit. And portions of the book had been previously published as stories. A story that was in the London Evening News in December of 1925. See, oh, thank you. Thank you, Mike. Danny, Two Real Geeks, thank you for being here. But it was on this day that Winnie the Pooh was published. And of course, Walt Disney's daughters loved the book so much that it inspired him to reach out to the publisher of the books, A.A. Milne, getting involved so that he could bring Pooh to the screen. And of course, the first time Winnie the Pooh came from Walt Disney Productions was in 1966 for Winnie the Pooh and the Honey Tree. Cute cartoon. I love Pooh. On this day in 1971, remember, Magic Kingdom had opened earlier this month, and on this day, the 14th day of operation, 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea opened to the public. And it featured 12 38-passenger submarines in that giant lagoon. So, yeah, that was it. Yeah, everyone hit that like show in awesome time. Also remember, they go live again tonight. That's right, Danny, we do. Excuse me, people. It's a little uncomfortable here. Oh, yep. I think we all did a little bit. Let me do something here. Let me see if I can get this better. That's a little easier on me. Yeah, I like that we have PTV and PSV. That's awesome. On this day in 1986, Sleeping Beauty became the 6th film of the Walt Disney Classic line to be released on video. Of course, remember, it was on VHS, but this one was the first title released as VHS Hi-Fi. Ooh, technology. Yeah, they were really upping their game with that one, actually. That was a big deal. In 1986, to have Hi-Fi for a VHS tape, that was a big deal. Now we just take it for granted. Okay, on this day in 2001, now a lot of you probably have not even heard of this show, but Doug and I certainly have, and anyone that visited. Are we having another earthquake or a streamquake? No, Mike, I was just moving the camera a little bit because of the angle, so it's okay. Oh, thank you, Pam. Thank you. So unless you visited California Adventure in its first year of operation, it's a thrill stream. Good, Danny. So unless you visited California Adventure in its first year of operation, you never even heard of this show. It was called Steps in Time, and it was held at the Hyperion Theater in the Hollywood backlot area of California Adventure. That show closed on this day in 2001, not even a year operating. After this one closed, they quickly brought in this one show called Blast, which was amazing. It was a lot of theatrics with brass instruments and a lot of light effects and things. Really cool show. They had a big fan base here at that point. And then after that came Aladdin. Aladdin ran for years and years and years. And then just a couple of years ago, they opened Frozen after Aladdin closed. So they've always had good quality theatrical productions at the Hyperion Theater in California Adventure. It's a pretty cool show building. It's really nice. 2003, this was a happy thing for us. Throughout the 90s and into the early decade, Disneyland had floundered with its let's say management. I'll leave it at that. People like Paul Pressler and Cynthia Harris did an extreme disservice to Disneyland as a whole, cutting budgets and things. They believed more in the let's just say they came from the world of retail, and they treated Disneyland like a shopping mall rather than an amusement park or theme park as it really is. And they didn't quite know how to handle it. So as a result of that, Disneyland suffered through its maintenance and lots of problems there. Oh, thank you, Pam. Yes, thank you for posting our support channels. But in 2003, on this day, we had Matt Ouimet join the Disneyland Resort. Jim at More Sunshine, please. Welcome to the stream. Good to have you here. That was in 2003. In 2004, this is an interesting one. You know that Disneyland and Walt Disney World and all the other parks have, oh, M. Ryan, hello, how you doing? You know that all the Haunted Mansions have 999 happy haunts. Well, there is a one in the collection of Haunted Mansions and Phantom Manors around the world that actually has an honorary ghost to make it 1,000. And in this case, it's Disneyland. On this day in 2004, Disneyland started a bid on eBay, and it was to become the 1,000th ghost experience. The winner would have his own personalized tombstone immortalized in the attraction at Disneyland. And the unique grave marker would then bear the winner's name and a humorous epitaph that was written by the Imagineers. And yes, indeed, it did happen. Someone did win that. The auction eventually closed on October 28th, and they won the honor of it. Hello, Steve. By the way, people, Steve is going to be on later on tonight in a couple of hours. I'm starting here at 3 o'clock on the Pacific Coast. Steve will be on in 2 hours. So, Steve, we'll see you later a little tonight. But his winning bid for the honor of having a tombstone in Haunted Mansion, anyone care to take a guess on what that was? Because I'll tell you at this point, good night, Owen Ryan. Thanks for joining us for this time. So, think of it. Your name on a tombstone in the Haunted Mansion. How much would you pay for that? How much would you bid on eBay for the privilege of having your own personalized tombstone in the Haunted Mansion? Because there is an answer. This guy, he actually won the bid. And you know, $25,000, that's a good guess. It actually went higher than that. It went for $37,400. And the winning bidder was from Baton Rouge. I'll mention that more on later in the month, October 28th. I'll bring this one up again, and I'll tell you what his name is and what he does. But let's just say that he did win. He's from Baton Rouge, and the winning money, Disney did not keep it. It was donated to charity. It was split half and half between Anaheim and Baton Rouge, and it went to the Boys and Girls Clubs of America. So they each got almost $20,000 for that particular auction. I thought that's pretty cool. On this day in 2006, previews began at the new Amsterdam Theater on Broadway in New York City for the show Mary Poppins. Samantha, thank you for joining. Good to have you here. The musical officially opened November 16th, and Doug, my mom, and I saw that one in 2008. I believe it was around April 2nd, 2008. So Mary Poppins started its Broadway run for soft opening on this day in 2006. 2009, Walt Disney World opened a new Epcot attraction inside the Innoventions Pavilion. It was called Sum of All Thrills. It was sponsored by Raytheon, and guests designed their own ride and then experienced it on a giant robotic arm simulator. Never done it. I've never done that. So, a couple things in the news here for October 14th, 2019, and that is the Skyliner at Disney World has reopened with modified hours this week. Their hours today are going to be, they started at 8 and they're going to close at 10:30, but starting tomorrow, on the 16th, it's going to be pared back. On the 16th, they're going to close 2 lines. Disney's Hollywood Studios line will be closed, and the other 2 lines will be available from 1 p.m. to 10:30 p.m. And then on the 17th and 18th, all the lines will be open from 1 p.m. to 10:30 p.m. In the off time, they're going to be doing some more testing to make sure things are going. And there's signage up now to remind people that it's not going to be a constant moving attraction or vehicles for transportation. That the wording, the way it says on the sign at the Caribbean Beach Resort, it says, similar to other gondola systems around the world, flights aboard the Disney Skyliner may occasionally be interrupted with stops and delays. So that's what's going on with that. And there was a release about what happened with the accident. We know many of you have been looking for an update on the Skyliner and are glad to share that it has reopened to guests today. Following a complete review with the manufacturer, we've made adjustments to our processes and training, and we are improving how we communicate with guests during their flight with Disney Skyliner. We again offer our deepest apologies to the guests impacted by the malfunction that resulted in extended operating delays on October 5th. This is a press release that came directly from Walt Disney World. You can find that one on wdwnt.com. They have been keeping everyone abreast of information on the opening and now reopening of the Skyliner. And I don't know if any of you are I don't trust that Skyliner now, and I am saying that. Yeah, Danny, I understand that one. I don't know if I'll get on it or not, but you know what? By the time I get down there, it might be okay, as long as there's not a thunder or a lightning storm, it's the kind of thing. I think I'll be okay. So I don't know if you are subscribed on Twitter to the Disney Plus account. I am, and suddenly this morning, I started getting a barrage of tweets from that account. They went on and started a thread, and it was Disney showcasing basically everything that's going to be available. Mickey sightings, good to see you here. So they're showcasing everything that's going to be on Disney Plus when the subscription service starts in less than a month. It's less than a month now. November 12th it starts. So yeah, I know what I'm doing on November 12th, but I have to decide on what I'm going to watch first. Doug wants to watch some kind of a documentary about Walt Disney. We'll see if there's anything like that on there. Otherwise, check out the tweet thread from this. This is an article that I just printed, and the tweets from Disney started, "It is time, from Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs to The Mandalorian. Check out basically everything coming to Disney Plus in the US on November 12th. The service's official Twitter handle wrote on Monday. It then put out a spree of individual tweets with images and titles, coming back with concluding tweet tease. And the announcements aren't even over yet. Stay tuned for more soon." And then they said that they will have 300 movie titles in the new subscription service at launch, growing to about 500 in the first year. It's a lineup fortified by recent theatrical titles. The fabled Disney Vault will be a key aspect of Disney Plus. Okay, PSV Lena, okay, catch you later. Thanks for joining. And on the TV side, 7,500 episodes are planned, including a new series called The Mandalorian, and then a new version of High School Musical. There's going to be a whole series called High School Musical. And then next, they say that Disney Plus will follow the November 1st debut of Apple TV Plus as two large players enter the streaming arena with major offerings designed to slow Netflix roll. Warner Media and NBC Universal are preparing their own services, which will debut in the spring. So Warner is going to be owned by AT&T. Of course, they just purchased that, and then there's NBC Universal. NBC will probably be pulling a lot of their shows from other services, just like all the other channels have been doing it. So, yep, I'd rather be stuck on a platform than swing in the air. No comparison for me. Yeah, I understand that one. I guess there's a whole thread going on about the Skyliner. Yeah, go ahead and keep chatting. So Netflix faces a key moment on Wednesday when it releases its third quarter financial results. The company's stock has been down 25% since a big earnings miss in July. Netflix is getting boring. Thanks, Pam. The company's stock has been down. So many Wall Street analysts question the streaming giant's prospects once cheaper competitors. Let's see, Arnie, did you get my message? Did I get? No, I did not. I have not seen your message yet, Mickey Sightings. So I'll check it out. Many Wall Street analysts question the streaming giant's prospects once cheaper competitors such as Apple and Disney enter the ring through the prevailing sentiment is bullish. So let's see what happens with it. So it is time from Snow White to Seven Dwarfs to The Mandalorian. Check out basically everything on Disney Plus. And that was a tweet this morning. I have one more thing that I want to mention. There's a lot happening in the Disney YouTube community tonight. It's going to start pretty quick. Like actually right now, Disabled Disney's on right now. They're streaming their show. They started at 6 p.m. Eastern and 3 Pacific, just like me. And then at 4 o'clock, we have 3 shows go on at 4 o'clock. We have Zachary Pollock, who does his weekly thing. We have Mickey Sightings doing their Disney wrap-up. I'm sure they're going to be talking about their experience at Walt Disney World. Sounds like they had a great weekend. Kind of wish I could have been there with you. But anyway, Mickey Sightings, have a great stream at 4 o'clock. And also at 4 o'clock, Rob Fuzz is going to be talking about Disney Plus as well. And as long as I'm talking about Disney Plus and Rob Fuzz, Rob will be joining us tonight on our show. So I'll mention that in a bit. So that's the 7 o'clock hour. At 8 o'clock, Steve's World with Steve. Steve, I didn't quite catch what your topic is tonight, but everyone, Steve always has an awesome topic that he discusses. So don't forget, at 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific, Steve's World is on. Following him at 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific, we have Mickey's Magic, Meg. We will have a premiere on Friday from the Pumpkin Festival. Not sure what time yet. Thank you to Real Geeks. Thanks for letting me know, Danny. So you see that? Oh gosh, it looked like, sounds like you were going to have a good time at the Pumpkin Festival. So Meg at 9 p.m. tonight, 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 Eastern. Mickey's Magic with our lovely Meg. Meg is just so wonderful. And then, of course, tonight, 10 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Pacific, PTV Live will be discussing the flavors of fall. Yes, from everything pumpkin spice and apples to maple. Doug, Ben, and I went shopping this weekend, and the picture that I posted out there on Twitter, you will see a lot of different items from various stores. We did a lot of shopping at Trader Joe's, so catch you later, Mickey Sightings. I know you're going to be preparing for your show too, so thanks for joining. So don't forget, tonight at 10 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Pacific, we're going to be talking about everything pumpkin spice, maple, and apple. And not just talking, but tasting. And I'm going to a little garbage can off to the side because I'm sure Doug is not going to like some of these things. Some of the things are probably going to be just too sweet for him. I will watch in the car going home from work. Ah, awesome. Thanks, Danny. So yeah, that's going to be tonight. Oh, I will do that, Mickey Sightings. Thank you so much. And I will talk with you later. Everyone, thank you so much for joining. And we look forward to seeing you tonight on PTV Live. And we will be joined tonight by Rob Fuzz and D&G Explorers. So it's going to be a full house. And I'm sure lots of laughing will ensue. Everyone have a great time tonight. It's going to be a wonderful evening with lots of stuff happening on the Disney YouTube network. Stacy, no need to apologize. It's always good to see you. But in the meantime, everyone, I should probably get going. I've got to get back to my desk to finish off some work before I leave for the day and prepare for tonight's stream. Everyone, have a wonderful, magical evening. It's just great to have everyone here. And as I always say, everyone, have a great, big, beautiful tomorrow. I'll see you tonight for PTV Live at 10 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Pacific. Bye, everyone.